Happy Sunday to you is right. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm not the best typist in the world. Typist. Get rid of that glare there. Um, and today I had some stuff I wanted to share, and it's just going to take a little longer, so I thought I'd go with a video because of how bad my typing and grammar and all that is. So I hope you hang in there because I got some stuff I think will help you. Um, Actually, I'm going to start with a question for the week, okay? We had a lot of responses from the survey, so let's start with a couple questions, okay? Um, let's see. How do you deal with the voices inside that want to prevent you from soaring and going after your dreams, in other words, and how do you emerge from depression, artistic depression, my goodness. I know in this crazy times, most everybody suffers from depression from time to time, or degrees, or the whole gamut, and myself included. I certainly over the years have had my bouts, and I've been knocked down many a time. And I think that the real answer is, for me anyway, is I do have a daily routine. Picture it like a workout, and I'm consistent and vigilant with it. I think that if you're going to go after something that feels very difficult, intimidating, overwhelming, you better be rock solid. You better, I say this all the time, you better have your shit together. And depression's going to come. You're going to get scared. You're going to get intimidated. You're going to get overwhelmed. You are. And that's why on a daily basis, you need to be able to balance that out. So that's my answer. What do? I have a daily routine. And when I say daily, I want to underline the word daily. I'm consistent with it. I really am. And I know that there's times where life is such that I'm not able to be as consistent. And when that happens, I can feel it start to skid. I can feel myself starting to be less patient and graceful and fearless and all the things that I need to be to go where I want to go and be who I want to be while I go after where I want to go, So that's my answer to that one. Let's see. You know what? I got so much to share. I'm just going to, look, that'll be it. That'll be the question for the week. Look, also, if you've followed for a while, this is really what I want to get to, the heart of this week, okay? If you've been watching me for a while or reading these, you know that Dr. Martin Luther King is he's my hero. I love Dr. King. As a little boy, he hit me hard, certainly for what he stood for civil rights and for equality for all men and women, all people. I was raised in a family, fortunately, that believed that as well, but to have somebody so eloquent and so powerful and so congruent deliver that message, it just was a little boy. He rocked me. But as time has gone on, he's remained my hero. In fact, what am I saying? He's grown. Because, well, if I can just possibly compare, I realize the dream and vision he had is significantly more awesome and intimidating and almost impossible feeling than the one I've been going after for 30 years, that is a working actor. But I still take great benefit from his example. And so I got more to say, but the other night, there's a documentary out on HBO called King in the Wilderness. I highly recommend it for you dreamers. Watch it just from that perspective. It chronicles the last year of his life from his inner circle, the people that were closest to him. And when I finished watching it, my love and respect for him was even more. It grew as I got a real peek inside what was going on for him. And the reason why is it just made him even more human, because he struggled. He struggled with depression. He struggled with wanting to quit. He struggled with feeling really alone and wondering if it was worth it and if he was doing anything. And the thing that was, well, there's so much that was impressive, but one thing that was really impressive, at one point he was asked, he had several opportunities to quit, to step aside, let somebody younger take the helm. He'd been pushing this rock up the hill for a decade, and he was tired, and all those around him saw it. They said he hardly ever smiled anymore. The joy was gone. It was heavy all the time, And there was this one church that he'd walked into one time, beautiful, stunning. I think it was in Atlanta, can't remember. But and he stood there, and he'd hoped that someday he could have a pastorship like that, a church like that, a congregation like that, a home like that. And instead of all the traveling away from his family, which is also taking a major toll. And it got offered to him. That exact job got offered to him. And he turned it down. And the reason why he turned it down is he just said, I would like to do that, but I can't do that. I can't quit what I'm doing. And so when I finished watching it, I just, again, I would have loved to have met him, and I would have loved to express to him how grateful I am for him for showing me what's possible, that it is possible to have a crazy dream, and it is possible to go after it, and it is possible to hang in there when you're subjected to, and no one's trying to kill me in going after being an actor. So that's, please, plus all the other horrible things that were said to him and about him and his family, and just he was every day thought it was going to be his last. So again, it's a little embarrassing to try to compare, but I'm grateful for his example, because he has helped me keep going. He has helped me go after what many, again, say is impossible. And I know that if you're still listening to this at this point, you have a dream. And most people who get this newsletter, it's from around the world, it's you dream of being an actor. But we have all kinds of dreamers and disciplines, artists who read this. So whatever your dream is, I talked a lot about this at our school this week. I think it's really important to find your heroes, those people that are ahead of you, that have blazed a trail, that can inspire you, that can light the way and show you that it is possible, that impossible is nothing, as long as you're, again, you got to be tough, you got to have your shit together, you got to be a warrior, you got to be so disciplined, you got to be so strong, you got to be so mentally tough, you got to have both feet in the boat. And that's why I love the Rosa Parks quote that is up there just before this video. How true that is. That fear goes away when you get congruent, when you get both feet in. So there's a shift. And I just, on this May 6th day of 2018, wherever you are in your dream, my hope and prayer is that you can get both feet in spite of the fears and the insecurities and the doubts. They're going to come. They're going to come. And so how are you going to deal with them in advance? What's your strategy for the storms that are going to come? What's your game plan? How are you going to balance this all out? So I was actually going to share a lot more, but I'm up to like 8 minutes now. So you know what? Next week I'm going to do part 2 because I don't want to ramble too long. Okay? Let me know if this helped you. Let me know any thoughts. Either you could hit reply or I guess, is our Facebook page going these days? I think it is. You can send something there too. Okay? Okay. Hope you have a great day. Hope it's going beautifully. Talk soon. Bye-bye.